Let's hear from the opposition, but don't go too far. Let's bring in Mheshimiwa Adow to tell us what are your expectations as regards the State of the Nation address today by His Excellency the President.
My first and foremost expectation from His Excellency the President is clarity. Where are we at? Where are we headed? How much pain are we going to go through before we appear on the other side safe and sound, hopefully? Clarity is what you need in times of crisis. Proper communication to the Kenyan masses that this is where we are at and we're going from here and we're going to that other end, or to point B or point C or point D. We want to know. And I would also be really excited if the President handles the issue of fuel, because the myriad challenges Kenyans are going through given the high cost of fuel. And also the knockoff impacts in terms of production and all kinds of things. I would also want to see what he would say about the ongoing floods in various parts of the country. We had said it was El Nino, and then we said, no, it's not El Nino. And now we are seeing entire regions getting covered up by water, roads completely inundated with the floods, people moving away from their homes. I would, and my constituency is one of the most affected by the floods. I was there yesterday going around seeing the deplorable situation my constituents are living in. And so far we have not heard from either the President or his deputy when it comes to the issue of the ongoing floods. And I would really very much want to hear what the President has to say and whether he thinks it's time to declare it a national emergency. The other issue is corruption. And that is the elephant in the room when we come to Kenya. There's been attempts to try and raise taxes, but we know there's been a lot of pilfering with state resources. We know there's been a lot of wastage. And yes, Kenyans must pay more tax because they are the first sovereign of this country. And any impact coming onto the economy must be felt first and foremost by Kenyans. And any attempt to try and resuscitate it has to come from the Kenyan people. And that's why I'm not averse to people paying,
This administration
more taxes. But any attempt to tax Kenyans more must be accompanied by clear efforts to try and curb the wanton corruption that we have in our country.
This administration claims it inherited this mess from the previous administration. Your take?
Yes, that's quite plausible, yes. But then the onus of fixing it falls on whoever is in government. And government is in perpetuity. So, yes, some of the things that happened come from the other government. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
But again, together, we give our president the responsibility to lead this country. He's been there for 1 year and 2 months now, or so. We have to give them time. Some of these problems did not just turn over overnight, did not come to us overnight. They were many years in the making, and it will take many years to crawl out of some of them. That's why we have, as patriotic Kenyans, to give our president the chance to address. And in giving them the chance and his government, we have to also support. What we need is a responsible opposition that corrects rather than criticizes. And that's what we are trying to do. As far as I'm concerned, correct the government, but give the president and his government a chance to fix a mess that took a long time to get to where it is. So as patriotic Kenyans, we are supposed to do that. But again, there are immediate issues that need to be dealt with. The high cost of living, the price of fuel. And I will very much like to see the president address those. And I'm sure he is going to address them.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Adow, speaking to us. Largely the focus will be on the high cost of fuel, the high cost of living that Kenyans continue to experience.